Welcome back to Western Wilds. So what are we doing? Just finishing this field up. Just finishing the bits that Courseplay has missed. And that way we can sort of have get rid of these patches and have a as much as, well, as close as possible to 100% seeding rate. Again, not that that's going to make a humongous difference to the end results, but hey, if we're going to do this, we might as well do it right. So I believe that by now we should be close to 100% fertilized as far as the fields are concerned. Now I will obviously double check that. We will set up and do the, I should have done the rolling myself, but after all we do have Follow Me on, so but I didn't think of that. So that's where we're gonna head as far as everything else is concerned. Fixing up the little patches, get the rolling and the stones removed off the field by doing the rolling, and once we have done that, then we're going to rest and get ourselves into a position where we need to start harvesting. It feels like I've been doing this forever and no harvesting. Why did I drop you off so quickly? We might as well get these little bits and pieces here. Okay, so looks like I forgot to turn the plant around, the seed around. Now again, it's not like it's gonna really matter whether these little pieces are missed or not, but it kind of just bugs me. So if it bugs me seeing them here, I can just fix them up. I think I have, there's the deer coming in to feed them. So I like the idea that deer and animals just sort of wander all over the place. That's a great thing that they've added. So, that's one thing that Giants have done really good this time around. Okay, why are you slowing down and not? Oh, come on. That's a rookie mistake. I dropped it off and didn't even realize that I put the planter down. There you are. We are right here. Now I wanted to do this field that kind of looks like just the road is separated. Now obviously it would be good to have all the fields the same, but hey, one thing that I haven't tried on this map, and that is to send where are we here? So let's clear this job first. Set destination. Where do we want him to drive? Let's just see if he's willing to drive right there. Now we're going to see whether or not he's going to make it there. Oops. Okay, let's set him up to do this work. No. Create job. Absolutely not. So did we not clear the first job? No, we did not. That's why I still got that one. Create job. Put him over here. Open and close. Let's just say it's 12. Headlands, that's fine. Boom, boom, boom. And get it done. Close. Start job. Get in here. Boom. go first, which is fantastic. It's exactly where he's set up to do. And before he does, let's get him going home. Since hopefully. Okay, so we need to, I forgot to clear all these courses for these guys. Oh, set destination, put him right there. All right, are you gonna move? Is he stuck or what's he doing? Oh well, we'll let him figure it out, hopefully. Well, look at this. He's actually gonna go. Wow, I honestly didn't think he would make it that way, to be really, really honest. But looks like he's figured it out. He's gonna use the roads and go straight to the shop, which is fantastic. And where on earth are you going? Where's this guy going? Did I not set him up on the right field? Where are you going? Is the starting point down there somewhere and he's taking the longest way possible to get there? Or he's trying to avoid the trees, probably. Let's have a look. Where did I put the starting point? Okay, so starting point is definitely not over here. It's starting point over here somewhere. This is very strange, to be really honest. Alright, normally the starting point and the finishing point is very close to each other. So I wonder why I didn't see a starting point over there. There's the starting point. Okay, I don't want you to go too far. First to a higher worker. Beautiful. So let's check where we are at. So as far as fertilization, wow, I didn't roll those fields. So it's kind of, it is kind of fertilized. Those 3-4 fields, these ones need to be fertilized once more. Those ones, I'm not even sure what I've done with those fields, to be honest. Okay, they just plowed. Okay, there's nothing on them, so that's fine. We'll let this guy do his work. I'm not going to record this again. You've seen this done 1,000 times now. And we'll let him do that, and I'll drive the other tractor with the lime at the other field, and get ourselves ready to put some lime on those fields and get ourselves ready to plant. Alright, so we're at these fields. I've completely forgot that all I did is just plow them, and that's it. So, which is a good thing, because we're going to now put lime on them and then get them ready to plant something. I'm not going to plant anything on them as yet. I'm going to wait to be able to put something else on them. So we're kind of going to come here, either oats or sunflowers or something along those lines. So we're not going to plant anything onto them until March sometimes. Well, here we're going. Last field of putting lime. And that's an interesting approach to start a field. So it's going to go all the way to China and then completely miss that little bit. All right. Oh well, he's gonna get there sooner or later. Is a me or courseplay, like as much as certain things are improved, but it's a bit more dopey in 2022. It seems to do some silly things. But I suppose it's early. Well, let's say it's early. But it's nevertheless, it's an awesome mod, so shouldn't complain. So we've done that field. And like I said, we're not going to plant anything into it. Oh, please go till the end. Yep. We're not going to plant anything into it. We're just going to let it do its thing and then get into planting next year, or in March next year in the game, obviously. So we got fields galore now. So we're just going to need to get ourselves into a position to buy some equipment for, especially grass equipment. We're definitely going to need to get enough money to get ourselves a new combine. I haven't even checked. Okay, no items in the sale department. That's interesting. All right, we'll let him do his work. And again, I'll see you when it's all done. All right, so what we've done is we fast forward a few months. And I forgot to cut that tree down there, but that's okay. We'll get rid of it now. I fast forward a few months to the point where we can plant the last 2 fields. I really wanted to put sunflower or corn or something like that in the last 2 fields, but we don't have the funds to deal with that. I was actually considering maybe selling one of our tractors, and the reason that I say that is because in the discount section we do have a very powerful tractor, versatile. Now, I've not really used these tractors a lot, but 470 horsepower at $113,000, that's fine. That's a good price. So I was actually thinking of doing that, selling it maybe either this tractor or the JCB that we have, and getting something like that. But before we make that kind of decision, we need to plant these fields over here and get ourselves into a position where we can then really quickly fast forward to the only downside to all this is that I'm planting it here, I'm going to be harvesting it there. So I suppose what we're going to do is, while we're planting, we're going to be harvesting. So yeah, a little bit of fun to go ahead with all of this. Okay. So kind of trying to decide, do I want to do it? You know what? I'm not going to put courseplay on this. I'm going to see how I can do it with the worker. I'm curious to see how the worker would handle a field like that. Yeah, like I said, obviously the first year, it's always the worst kind of thing, because until you get to the first harvest, you're really sort of struggling for things to do. Now, I actually even started to consider maybe getting a loan and buying some of the production or animals or something like that. But then I kind of went against that idea, because once you start to get a loan to do stuff and things come too easy, I always find that when I do that on my Let's Plays, I kind of lose interest in doing it anymore. Because if you can get something, you know, just by borrowing the money, and then you don't really feel like when you're paying them back, it kind of just loses that, I don't know, that anxiety to actually buy something, if I can call it anxiety. But you know what I mean. Well, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So that's why I didn't really want to get a loan. In all the time that I've played this game, since I've learned how to add money in, it's always been a temptation. Like now, I've got that tractor there. It's kind of thinking maybe I should do this. But then again, you know, the reason that I didn't really jump on buying it is because I thought, well, you know what, it's not something that I need. I do have big enough tractors to do everything that I need. the tractor to do. While I was sleeping, there was actually a very good combine at 60% off. But again, it's about $200,000. I don't have the funds to do that. Again, the temptation is I'll get a loan and do it. And I thought, nah, you know what? We're going to struggle along with what we have, and get ourselves into a position where we can buy whatever we need to buy with the money that we get from the crops. Otherwise, otherwise the game kind of just becomes too easy and kind of pointless. You're kind of doing the same old job, but you can just get the money through different means. So that's why I'm not going to get a loan. I'm not saying that I'm not ever going to get a loan on this map, because who knows, but right now I don't want to get a loan, and I kind of don't want to get a loan at all if I can help it on this map at all. That's why I try to avoid like the really, really cheap mods. You can get mods that are like $2,000, so I try to avoid that as well. But sometimes, like I showed you the trucks on the last episode, the trucks are very cheap. Now I don't know if they're very cheap or if that's how they are in real life. So maybe I'm saying they're very cheap, but maybe those trucks, that's all they're worth in real life. So, but I don't want to get tractors or change prices or anything like that. Yeah, so that's enough about that. We're going to plant what am I saying? Oats. We're going to plant purely because I don't have a corn or sunflower planter or cedar planter. So again, we're going to stick to what we have and buy the right planter as we have the cash. Now there is a few equipment that I've not gotten rid of, that I should have gotten rid of, that I'm not really going to use now that I have. Like I have a trailer, which I don't really need. I have the forklift, which again, I don't know. I'm trying to debate whether I need it or not. I realize what it's trying to do is to get you to get to the train station there and simulate that you are loading your stuff onto the train to sell, which is a fantastic idea. So I'm gonna leave the forklift there for now, and I'll make a decision on it as we go along, and we'll see what happens. As far as the second trailer that I have, or the trailer that you start the game with, I don't really need that trailer for. I have a truck and I have a semi as well. So I've got plenty of trailers, if I can say that, to to do anything that I need to do with a trailer, sell or carry or cart or whatever. It's all there. I've got 2 trailers. There's only one of me, so almost impossible for me to use more than what I have. As it stands right now, I have 3 trailers, and I believe one of them is about $30,000. So it kind of sits there for no reason whatsoever. So I was thinking of selling that, taking it to the sell point at the shop, for you get an extra, I believe you get an extra 20% if you sell it at the shop instead of just selling it through the menu of the game, and use that money to buy some animal enclosure. Now it could either be chickens, cows, or sheep. I was thinking horses as well, but so far probably horses would be the last animal that I will buy on the map, for no other reason other than it's just too time consuming. There is a mod that helps you take care of your horses at a small charge, which again is nothing wrong with that. I like that mod, that simulates that you can look after your horses at a cost, which is fantastic. Alright, so we've gone around twice. I'm gonna put the worker on and see how he handles doing this field. That's why I allow it a little bit to overlap. It's gonna be interesting once I get all these fields ripen and ready to harvest. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very busy. After all, the fields are not small. the combine that we have is not big at all, and we're gonna have to get into a position where we will do mulching, and we will then take care of carting or whatever needs to be done as far as that is concerned. And then on top of that, we're gonna have to get planting. So it's going to be very, very interesting. There's a few fields that I haven't put lime on, so we're gonna have to put lime on, and so on. So it's gonna be fun. Put it this way, it's going to be fun. Now let's see if he's gonna leave me. Normally he leaves you. Oh, there you are. He's not gonna leave me that little piece. Well, that's good. So far, so good. Now I'm not gonna record a lot of this because you have seen me doing a lot of this kind of work in the last few episodes, so I don't want to do that to you. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go back, sell that trailer, so let him do his work. Not you, not you. Oh, okay, you are still here. How is, what, wow, we got a bit of, oh, this is wheat. I was gonna say, wow, there's a lot of growth stages. You know, one thing that I forget, and it's one of the mod that I was after the most for it to arrive to FS22. I believe this is grass, right? Grass. So it's ready to harvest. So there you are. We can come and cut the grass. So maybe we concentrate on leasing or buying some equipment. Wow, come on, change gears quicker. Let's put this on, and the mod that I was talking about just before I lost focus was follow me. And we'll get into my beefy truck. Let's see, is he gonna follow me? Yep. The only thing is, obviously can't speed off, so we're gonna have to kind of stick to his speed level. Wow, we're really gonna have to stick to his speed level. Come on, buddy, get a move on. Surely you can do faster than that. Alright, I'll take this thing back. I won't bore you while I'm waiting for the tractor to catch up. I'll take this thing back, go and sell our trailer, and then we'll look, maybe we need to, instead of investing into other things, we need to look at investing some money into a mower of some sort. Alright, I'll see you once it's done. This is the trailer that I was talking about, and let's see if it actually gives you, so if I sell it, I get 28,661, right? Okay, let's see how much it gives me if I take it into the sell point itself. See if they still give you, I believe they used to give you 20% extra. I'm not quite sure if they still do or not. Okay, let's not smash my ute, eh? Okay, let's have a look. Well, they give you something. That's not 28.6. So if they would have given you 10% extra, that would have been what, $5,600 extra. But you get what, 28.6, about $3,000, so about 10%. So we got ourselves a little bit of cash. Now, what would we need? Okay, definitely nothing here that we could use. I mean, this would be a good buy, but again, we don't need it, so we have enough. Let's have a look in the mower. What's available for our price range? So that's 100,000, so that's a no-no. So that's 52,000. 7.3, 7.3. But you know, we could really buy these two. So we got 8.3 meters. I realized that I could have leased them, but since we're gonna have a business of actually mowing, there's no point in just leasing them. And plus, what we got for our trailer that we didn't need anymore, we were able to buy them over. So that's a great thing. Anyway, I'll bring the tractor, get the mowers, get ourselves to the position where we can cut the grass, and then we got ourselves some work to do. Alright, so while we were cutting the grass, I've set up the worker to plant oats on these two fields over here. So now we're going to get to rolling and kill two birds with one stone, as they say, where we get to get rid of the stones, but also get rid of the rolling side of things as well. Oh, that was funny. Okay, so this is going to be the job that will get done. Again, Courseplay will do most of this work, and we'll go back into taking care of cutting the grass and baling and tethering and whatever needs to be done. So I'll record a little bit of this, but obviously again I'm not going to record the whole two fields of this being done. It is something that I've done quite a bit of in the last few episodes, so I don't want to go through the whole thing again. Well, I have to go through the whole thing again, but you won't have to watch the whole thing again. So let him do his work.
Okay, so obviously this episode is getting a bit long, so this will be part one of our grass cutting and getting our fields ready for planting and hopefully a huge harvest. So yeah, we'll leave this episode here, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for spending the time in watching my videos. Any suggestions, any things that you think could be done better, feel free to put them in the comments. As always, be kind to each other. God bless you all wherever you are around the world. And yeah, have a wonderful day. And we'll see you in the next episode. See you later. Bye bye.